The ending to Little Nightmares has a lot of people confused. This video tries to explain what happens in the ending, as well as the story and plotline of the game. While there's no definitive story at the moment, we've pieced together what seems like the most logical explanation of what's going on in Little Nightmares. There is a prequel comic book coming out, but until then, this will have to do. Almost all of Little Nightmares takes place on a ship known as the Maw. This underwater vessel is visualized by a small island that sticks up above the water, with a large tower protruding from the island-like structure. Seemingly rich visitors take a ship to the island for the sole purpose of indulging their unquenchable appetites. Every single guest in Little Nightmares is an obese person with an appetite for any kind of meat, including the flesh of children. The Maw is essentially a prison and a resort for the rich and gluttonous. The children on board are taken from their homes and placed in the bottom of the ship, which serves as a prison. At first, the children are given beds and toys to play with. However, as they grow and start gaining weight, they're placed in cages, and the chefs in the kitchen prepare the children to be served to the guests as food. The gnomes seem to be directly related to the children taken prisoner, or perhaps the original inhabitants of the Maw. There's very little interaction with the gnomes throughout the game, but the children in the prison have made drawings of them, and the gnomes are afraid of anyone they come across, including your own character. When you are able to get close to a gnome, your first response is to give them a hug, which results in the gnome following you around for a short time. An alternate theory about the gnomes are that they're what's left of the children in the prison when they're malnourished. The children have all been taken from their families, which is why you hug them to make the gnomes feel better. This is also why the gnomes are afraid of anyone and everyone, but eventually allow your character to get close to them. Your character in Little Nightmares is a 9-year-old girl named Six. She is seemingly the daughter of the Lady, who is the geisha-like individual who seems to be in charge of the Maw. Most theories point to Six being the Lady's daughter, who was cast down to the prison with the other children when the Lady realizes Six is more beautiful than she is. Several portraits of Six can be found near the Lady's bedside. The Lady is seemingly obsessed with beauty, but smashes every mirror in her presence because she can't stand to look at herself. It's assumed that the Lady is never satisfied with how she looks, and even wears a geisha mask to cover her face, despite breaking every mirror around her. Only one mirror remains in the upper levels of the Maw, and the Lady keeps it locked away so no one can access it. The Lady also has the power to drain people of their life force. It's theorized that she runs the Maw in an attempt to fatten up the guests so she can eventually drain their life force and take it for her own immortality. When Six uses the mirror and the reflected light to knock the Lady unconscious, she then devours her to take her power as her own, then uses it on the guests as she makes her way out of the Maw. At the very end of the game, when Six emerges at the very top of the Maw, you can hear the sound of an approaching ship. Perhaps Six is going to feed on the passengers of that ship, or perhaps she'll use that ship to escape to the mainland. That's all we know for now, but again, we'll have more updates on the Little Nightmares story and ending once the prequel comic book has been released. Stay tuned for more videos from Prima Games in the future, and be sure to like and subscribe.